What's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a step-by-step tech tutorial for you that's going to show you exactly how to set up a freelance writing portfolio website that lands you clients. So I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually sitting at my desk over here. I've got my computer ready to go, and I'm going to screen share with you and walk you through all the steps to start your freelance writing portfolio, which is only going to take about 10 minutes or less. And then at the end of this video, I am going to give you some more tips on how to make sure your website actually sells to clients, because that's kind of what it's there for. So it's a little bit important. And by the way, I do have a blog post that covers this exact topic over on my blog. It has screenshots. It's like a full tech tutorial, full breakdown of everything. So I will link to that above and you can check that out. It'll be in the description box as well if you want to follow along with the blog post. Now I'm going to hop over here on my computer and start screen sharing with you, and we will get started with the tutorial. Alright, so to get started, the first thing I just want to show you guys quickly is this blog post. I've already linked out to it from within the video. It goes through all of the same steps, so if you'd like to use this blog post to follow along, click on that post from the video. I've already linked out to it, but I will also throw it below down in the description box. Now let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. The first thing you're going to need to do is get hosting and a domain. So hosting for your website and the domain, which is basically just your URL, www. whatever you want to call your business, whether it's a business name or your first and last name or whatever, .com. So click the link above right now. I will throw it over this video as a card, and I'll also put it down in the description box. This is a link to get Bluehost, which is hosting, and you also get a free domain if you use my link, which is an affiliate link. I recommend Bluehost because that is what I personally use for all of my domains. So if you click this link, you're going to be able to save some money, and this is what I'm going to be using in this tutorial because it is what I use for my own website. So when you click on this link, you are going to see this page right here: free domain and site builders, easy WordPress install, support, and a money back guarantee. Instead of $7.99, you're going to get it for $2.95 a month, and Bluehost makes everything really intuitive to get started with. Like I said in the intro, only going to take you about 10 minutes to get started. So you're going to click this big green Get Started Now button. And once you do that, you're going to be taken to this page where you can see all of the plans. So again, you are getting a special discount by using my link, and you also get one domain included no matter which plan you choose. Now, of course, whatever plan you choose is up to you, but if you need to, just start small. Just get the $2.95 per month package. That is totally fine for your freelance writer website, for your portfolio. That is going to work out just fine for you. And yes, this is a little bit of an investment. I realize that, but one really important point that I ranted about in the blog post that I linked from this video is that you have to invest in yourself if you want to grow a business. If you treat freelance writing like a hobby, it's going to stay a hobby. This is the bare minimum investment that you can make in your business, is getting a website. Absolutely essential to get a professional business website with a custom domain if you want high-paying clients to respect you and pay you well and treat you like a business owner, not an employee that they can lowball and pay like 1 penny per word. We don't want that. So go ahead and click through on the plan that you want. I'm going to select this $2.95 per month plan. And once you do that, you are just going to get your new domain. So if you already have a domain, you can just do that right here. But if you want to get a new domain, which is probably what most of you are doing here, just type in the domain that you want. And like it says down here, if you don't know which one you want, you can always choose later. So if you want to go ahead and start with this process, but you're not sure, you can click this Choose Later button right here, and then you'll be taken to create your account. Now, if you do know what you want, of course, you just type it in right here. So your first name and your last name, whatever you want to name your freelance writing business, .com, .site, .co, whatever. And then you can move on from there. But just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to do Choose Later because the process is pretty much going to be the same. So at this point, we are ready to create your account. Pretty straightforward here. You just fill out your first and last name, all that good stuff, and then you choose your package information. So you can see here, like I said, is a bit of an investment. It's definitely something that you're going to have to pay more upfront for because it is a monthly charge, but like I said, I want to reiterate this because for me, setting up a professional freelance writing portfolio website was so so key to my success and so key to me getting to 5K a month within 4 months. I want to encourage you to invest in yourself, not just with your website, but with your business in general. And the website, again, is a bare minimum. So choose whatever plan you want. And like I said, they do have a 30-day money-back guarantee if you decide this isn't for you. So choose the plan that you want. And if you want any of these extras, you can go ahead and do that. You don't have to. You can totally start small if you want to, which is like the most basic plan. That is totally up to you. And then once you are done picking your plan, you're going to put in your credit card number, all of that good stuff right here. Hit the submit button, and from there you will be able to set it up and log into your Bluehost account. When you log into your Bluehost account, you are going to see something that looks like this. So we got a lot of options down here, and then we have some options up here at the top. Now, I am going to go through some other site builder options other than WordPress in this tutorial, but for the sake of what many of you are probably looking for here, which is a WordPress tutorial, let's very quickly talk about how to set up WordPress with Bluehost using their super easy one-click install. All you're going to do right here is click on website right here in the top navigation bar. And from there, all you got to do is click install now right here where it says WordPress. Then you will be taken to this page where you simply select the domain you want WordPress to be installed on. If this sounds scary to you, that is okay, don't worry. You can do this if you're not tech savvy. You don't need to hire a pro to do it for you. Literally, all you do is click right here on domain, select the domain you want WordPress to be installed on, so the one you just set up. And then when you're done filling this out, just hit next, and it literally will take care of the WordPress install for you. And do keep in mind also that you can always use Bluehost chat support system. They will help you with your WordPress install. They will help you with any questions that you have. So that's always a good option if you feel like you're going to need a little bit of extra help. But seriously, they've made this pretty much as easy as possible. So click next, and then you are going to have WordPress installed on your domain. Now, I told you we were going to go over some different site builder options. So WordPress is the first one, and this is in that blog post I linked out to near the beginning in this video, by the way. It has a lot of screenshots of a lot of different site builders and in-depth instructions. So I will also link that down below in the description box. If you are not following along already, be sure to click that and check it out. But the WordPress website looks a little something like this when you log in. You can see over here that you'll have posts, pages, and you basically just add in the pages that you want, the blog posts that you want, and all that good stuff. There are tons and tons and tons of WordPress tutorials out there. I'm not going to do an hour-long WordPress tutorial here because that's unnecessary. I would recommend deciding which site builder you want to use based on this video, going ahead and getting a domain and hosting, and then after that you can go from there. If you choose WordPress, look up WordPress tutorials, etc. You can even see here in this WordPress screenshot, they have a lot of documentation there on their website. So you can definitely check that out to start learning WordPress. In this blog post, I already mentioned that you can go for a free WordPress theme if you're kind of on a tight budget. Totally get that. Like I said, at the very least, you do want to get a custom domain. But if you need to go with a free theme at first, that is fine. Get a good looking theme, a really clean looking, business looking theme, because this is not just like a one-page portfolio with a resume and all that kind of shit. This is a professional business website, and you want it to come across that way. So you could try this theme, or you could try the theme that I personally use for my website, which is called the Divi theme for WordPress. So the Divi theme is a theme that I really love, and you can see an old screenshot of my freelance writer website here. This is what I use to create that website and my blog website that this blog post is on. So the Divi theme is awesome because it includes a drag and drop builder. It is seriously so intuitive. It makes everything so easy to build out. You don't have to like code everything, because let me tell you, I would not be doing that if you did. It just makes it super easy to use. So before we move on to the next site builder option, I want to show you guys, I also have a Divi WordPress theme tutorial, how to use it as a blogger or freelancer blog post on my website. So I will link to that above in a card over this video right now, and I'll also have the link to this blog post in the description box below. If you go with WordPress, I highly recommend this theme. They also have a lot of documentation on the Divi website, so definitely check that out. Now, there are a lot of other site builder options, one of them being Wix. Unlike WordPress, just like I say here, Wix doesn't have as much of a learning curve. Now, I will stop right there and say WordPress is the most powerful one. You're going to get the most customization options. You're going to be able to set up the best site for yourself using WordPress. However, There are other options if you just can't do it, you don't want to learn WordPress, you don't want to get a WordPress theme and mess with all that. You can go with a different site builder option like Wix. You can see here in this blog post I have like really in-depth instructions on how you could start using Wix, and I even set up like a little mock website using Wix. So I'm not going to go through all of that here in this video because it feels like it's kind of redundant. You guys have already clicked over to the blog post, bookmark that blog post, bookmark this video, and you can always come back to that later. The next one is Weebly, which is pretty similar to Wix. Like I said here, you just sign up. It's a drag and drop builder, kind of like Wix, or kind of like if you use the Divi theme for WordPress. You are going to be able to pretty much just plug in the content you want and go. So I included lots of examples in this blog post of exactly how I would set up my website if I were using each of these builders. And then the last builder I wanted to show you guys was Squarespace. I've used it in the past, and for me, like I said here, it wasn't quite as easy as Wix or Weebly. It wasn't quite as customizable as something like WordPress, because nothing really is, but a lot of people use it. So they do have some really nice looking templates to work off of. For me personally, I'm going to go with WordPress for my main websites every time, but this could be a good option for you if you want to use something different. And again, here I have another example of how I started setting up a mock freelance writer website. So you could definitely do something like that with your site. So I want to talk about 4 things you need to think about when you're creating your freelance writer website. Now that's pretty much it for the tech tutorial portion of this video, but I really, again, recommend you clicking over to the blog post and looking there for more in-depth information on each of these site builders. But the 4 things you need to think about, the first one is you gotta have the right content and pages, a good design, and a clear navigation bar. You are not setting up a one-pager portfolio website here with your resume and a few writing samples on it. That is not enough to get you respected as a business owner by clients and get you hired for those awesome gigs that you really want to land. So you can see here, this is kind of what I would recommend starting out with as your pages on your website. Keep it super simple. A homepage that is meant to sell your services. It sells to your specific clients that you're targeting, whether that's technology businesses, finance blogs, creative entrepreneurs, course creators, whoever you are targeting, your homepage should sell to that person. A services and rates page, which I talk about more here, even if it's just a starting at or prices range type of thing. That is going to help you weed out clients who are going to lowball you and attract clients who are actually going to pay your rates. And then you want to have an about page. Again, that should be in the context of selling your services, not just talking about you. Then a portfolio page with portfolio pieces in your specific niche, meaning if you want to be a technology white paper writer, you want to have technology white papers in there. If you want to be a finance blogger, you want to have finance blog posts in there. You get the picture. And you definitely want to have a hire me or contact or something like that right in the navigation bar, because you want clients, potential clients, no matter what page they're on your website, they need to be able to hire you. They need to be able to click over. You don't want them to have to dig around for a way to contact you. So very important. And then I also have like a little, rant here about not making your site look like crap pretty much. So you can read that in the blog post. Tip number 2 here though is to do the best you can with what you have now. Like I said before, you don't have to go out and buy a $200 theme right from the start. You don't have to do everything and spend $300 on a logo and all that kind of stuff. You can use a free tool like Canva to create a logo in a day, for example. But at the very least, you have got to get a custom domain. Do not have a website that is mywebsite.wix.com or mywebsite.wordpress.com. That does not look professional. That is not going to make you come across as a business. At the very least, just make a site that looks decent, that is set up to sell your services and has a custom domain. We've all got to start somewhere. So start where you can, do the best you can with what you have now. Invest in your business as much as you can. Treat it like a business and improve as you learn and grow. So to piggyback off of that, the third point is invest in your business if possible. Like I said, if you can't get all the fancy stuff, fancy logo, fancy web developer to set up your website for you, that is okay. Keep going until you get to that point. I never hesitated to invest time and money in my business. That was one of the biggest key factors of me being able to grow so quickly. I was always investing in books, online courses, websites for myself, all of that stuff, even if it meant working extra so I could do the things I knew I would need to do to take me and my business to the next level. Very important to invest in yourself. And then the fourth and final tip here is don't be afraid to experiment. Just like I said in this blog post, some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about here in this post, like for me, I don't think Squarespace is super intuitive. That's my opinion. Try WordPress, try Squarespace, try whatever you want, and see what you like the most. It's not going to take you that long. I tried all of them just for the purpose of creating this blog post, but the most important thing you can do is take action. Do not let fear hold you back from starting your business, setting up your website. Don't let what people think or what clients might think or whatever, do not let those fears stop you from starting your business, because how crazy would that be to deal with those regrets? You don't want to do that. So the most important thing you can do here is take action. Get your freelance writer website out there. Get a domain. It doesn't have to be the perfect domain. Whip up a logo real quick, even if it's just the same font and literally just the words of whatever your business is called. And instead of obsessing over being perfect at first, make improving your website over time a priority, because nobody's website is going to be perfect at first. Mine sure as hell wasn't. Just get it started. Actually take action and take this huge leap toward building your freelance writing business by setting up a freelance writing portfolio website. So that is all for this video, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please hit that like button, because it really, really helps my channel out and I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to see more videos about how to grow a freelance writing business. That is all for now, and I will see you in the next video.